Morning Show.
Good morning, muy buenos días, bienvenidos todos al show de su preferencia, Sugar City Morning Show. Buenos días todos, son las 7:02. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en la avenida San Lorenzo. Un gran gusto poder llegar hasta sus casas. Muchas gracias por permitirnos llegar hasta lo más íntimo de sus hogares. Muchas gracias. Como dije, estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, y estamos transmitiendo por cable, por aire y también estamos transmitiendo por internet. Por internet simplemente la página Facebook, y por cable estamos unidos a la red de proveedores de señal de cable que permite que nuestra señal se vea desde Corozal hasta Punta Gorda. Tomo tiempo aparte para saludar a toda nuestra audiencia desde muy temprano. ¿Qué tal? Buenos días. ¿Cómo va el desayuno? Muy bien. Hoy es lunes, recuerda. Hoy es comienzo de una semana. Los niños tienen que ir a la escuela. Y segundamente también, pues todos tenemos que alimentarnos bien. Y no solo de tacos, sino de también huevitos, pirishpak, como frijolitos fritos, un pedacito de salchicha, morcilla quizás, longaniza, buen desayuno con tortillas de harina o tortillas hechas a mano. ¡Wow! ¡Qué delicia! Con un cafecito, claro que sí. Eh, También estamos transmitiendo por aire para nuestra gente aquí en el norte. Es un servicio especial, un servicio gratuito de parte de los dueños y la gerencia para la gran gente que vive en el norte del país, Orilloac Pueblo y aldeas, Corozal Pueblo y aldeas. Compañeros, bienvenidos al Sugar City Morning Show. Óranse conmigo ahora a darle las gracias porque hoy es comienzo de una semana nueva. Bueno, ayer comenzó, pero literalmente hoy venimos al trabajo y démosle gracias a Dios de que hemos pasado un fin de semana más, que hemos vivido un día más, de que sucedió el milagro de poder abrir los ojos y decir, estoy vivo, puedo comer, puedo respirar, puedo hablar. Es un milagro. Muchas veces lo hacemos, hacemos, lo tomamos como por un dado, que cada día nos vamos a despertar. Y no es así. Cada día es un lujo estar vivo. Cada día. Padre, gracias por todas tus bendiciones. Hoy permitiste abrir mis ojos, respirar, caminar, hablar, ver, vivir. Gracias por esto, Padre. Aunque no esté al 100%, pero te doy las gracias por todo. Por la salud que me das, el bienestar que me das. Por todo que me das, haces porque tú en tu gran amor para nosotros nos proteges y nos cuidas. Nos enseñas. Permítanos entender, Padre, cuando las cosas no nos salen de nuestro modo, no es porque no nos quieres o porque porque nos estás castigando. Permítanos entender porque es por tu gran amor para nosotros que nos estás protegiendo, nos estás guiando. Ayúdanos a entender esto, Padre, que debemos de intentar de nuevo y que también es una prueba de carácter si tenemos paciencia. Padre, permítenos hoy poder rogar un poco de tu sabiduría. Llénanos de tu sabiduría, Padre. Paciencia, humildad. Humildad especialmente. Porque por lo general todo lo queremos y lo queremos ahora. Y no es así. Permítenos, Padre, poder entender de que todo viene a su tiempo. Que todo viene a su tiempo. Y que Hoy no tendré, pero mañana sí voy a tener. Y aunque mañana no tenga, pasado mañana sí voy a tener. Pero algún día lo voy a tener. Gracias, Padre, por todas tus bendiciones. Te pido que, como siempre, que cuides de nuestros familiares, de nuestras amistades, compañeros de trabajo, las personas especiales en nuestras vidas. Y también que sanes a los enfermos, Padre. Te pido hoy por las personas enfermas. Te pido hoy por las familias a quienes acaba de fallecer un ser querido. Te pido por las personas que andan por las calles, no sabiendo dónde van. Te pido por aquellas personas que andan por las calles sabiendo dónde van, pero solo queriendo hacer daño a otras personas. Te pido por los ancianos, te pido por los niños desamparados. Y también te pido por todos nosotros que tenemos una necesidad u otra, a bien espiritual, económica, o emocional, o física. Padre, te bendecimos, te adoramos y te glorificamos tu nombre siempre. Amén. Thank you for joining with me. It is exactly 7:08. This morning we woke here in Orange Walk we woke up in Orange Walk to some drizzles. It was at I think 4:30 when all of a sudden it started to rain and it started to pour down. Well, the rain has pretty much stopped, but it's still very damp, overcast. And let's see what the general weather forecast says for the rest of the day and tomorrow. And it says for today, Monday, the 4th of November, we have exactly 26 plus 24, 50 days before Christmas. And it says a light northeasterly airflow prevailing will become less moist and unstable during the next couple of days. The 24-hour forecast is going to be sunny with some cloudy spells today and cloudy at times tonight. A few showers and isolated thunderstorms will occur mostly over northern and some coastal areas this morning, then over inland areas this afternoon and over the south tonight. The winds blowing from the north and northeast, 5 to 10 knots. The sea stays slight. The temperatures along the coast, 86 as a high, 77 as a low. Inland, 88 as a high, 73 as a low. And in the hills, a very comfortable 78 degrees Fahrenheit as a high and 68 as a low. Beg your pardon. There's a special warning this morning, and it says that Bicol has informed that the Vaca spillway became active this morning, and some flash flooding may be possible downstream. Okay? I will repeat, Bicol has informed that the Vaca spillway has become active this morning, and some flash flooding may be possible downstream. Let me explain this a bit. When you dam a river, you control the flow of the river by gates, etc. What happens is that at the point of where you are controlling the river, a lake is formed generally to the left or to the right of it, wherever it is. But at the higher point, a lake is formed. And sometimes that lake can become, can be filled with water excessively, that it begins to spill over the concrete dam. And that is when they have to open more the gates so that more water flows down, which causes the big problem, that there's more water running down the Macal, and that therefore there is a potential for flooding. So be very careful. Those people in the Cayo district, please be very vigilant. The outlook for Tuesday and Tuesday night is for mainly fair weather, with only isolated showers or isolated thunderstorms developing, except for a few more over the south and the coast. A low tide occurs this morning at 10:30, a high tide at 5:28 this afternoon, a second low tide at 10:13 tonight, and the second high tide at 3:37 tomorrow morning. The sun rose this morning at 5:52. The sun sets at 5:19. The moon is rising at 12:40 this afternoon and is setting at 12:13 tomorrow morning. Thank you, forecaster Michael Gentle. Buenos días. Este es el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, lunes 4 de noviembre. Y la situación general está puesta de tal forma. El flujo de aire proveniente del noreste, y que es algo leve y ligero, está puesto para estar menos húmedo hoy y menos e inestable durante los siguientes 2 días. Es más, el frente de frío va a quedar más inestable. Vamos entonces a tener menos, va a pasar, y vamos a tener menos lluvia durante las siguientes 24 horas. Para las siguientes 24 horas, soleado, con periodos de nubosidad hoy, nublado por momentos por la noche. Vamos a ver chubascos o tronadas aisladas ocurriendo sobre la porción norte del país y sobre las áreas costeras hoy por la mañana. Luego áreas del interior hoy por la tarde y luego sobre el sur hoy por la noche. ¿Cómo va pasando el frente? Los vientos del norte, noreste, 5 a 10 nudos. El estado del mar casi inmóvil. Esa es una de las pocas veces cuando una chapeadita le ves al mar. Temperaturas por la costa, 86 como una máxima, 77 como una mínima. En el interior del país, 88 como una máxima, 73 como una mínima. Estoy seguro que esta mañana bajamos menos de 70 grados aquí en Orange Rock. Y por las colinas, 78 como una máxima y 68 como una mínima. Advertencias. Bicol ha informado de que el dam en el área de Vaca Plateau han tenido que abrir los grifos, abrir las válvulas para que más agua entre en el Macal, obviamente porque hay gran cantidad de agua en la laguna que se ha formado, en el dam, por el dam. Así que van a tener que abrir un poco las válvulas para deshacerse de un poco del agua que está acumulándose en la laguna, y que la gente que vive por debajo, downstream, debe estar muy al tanto porque pudiera causar inundaciones. Así que, por favor, nota de cautela, especialmente para las personas viviendo en Cayo. Dense cuenta que tan de repente, si es que tan de repente ven que el agua empieza a crecer, no se queden ahí, porque es muy posible de que va a haber una inundación en esa área. ¿Ok? Y son esporádicas, es más, viene y el sigo vino se va. La situación que se espera para martes y martes por la noche, buen tiempo, con chubascos aislados o tronadas aisladas desarrollándose, excepto sobre el sur, donde ellos verán un poco más que lo que el resto del país estará viendo. Una marea baja a las 10:30, una alta a las 5:28 por la tarde, otra baja a las 10:13 por la noche y otra alta a las 3:37. Así que el sol salió hoy a las 5:52 y se oculta a las 5:19, más temprano, ¿eh? Y la luna salió sale a las 12:40 hoy por la tarde, 20 para la 1, y se oculta a las medianoche más 13 minutos. Muchas gracias, Michael Gentle. Compañeros, son las 7:17. Aquí vamos a tener invitado hoy con el señor Rubén Campos, con el señor Chequi. Tenemos mucho que hablar, reportar lo que ha sucedido este fin de semana, pero primero vamos a una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de estos anuncios. No se me vayan.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. DigiNet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, DigiNet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by DigiNet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. Do you think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, rush runs, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, The garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community. The same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Sugar City Morning Show.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show, live and direct from Norte Visión Channel 10, here on La San Lorenzo Road. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Son exactamente las 7:24. This morning, this Monday morning, as in every other Monday morning, it's our pleasure to welcome our good friend, our invited guest, Mr. Ruben Campos. Good morning, Ruben.
Good morning. Buenos días. Bien, gracias a Dios.
It's also a pleasure to say good morning and welcome to our good friend, our co-host, Mr. Robert, the only one, Robert Checky Usher. Good morning, Checky.
Good morning, Mr. Martinez.
Buenos
good morning,
días.
RC. Well, RC, good morning.
Good morning.
I want to put a challenge for you this morning.
Bueno, dígame.
I know you know how to put things in place. I want you to take a little peep right on your right-hand side and see if the flag is in its right place and its right position.
Well, you know, the flag is always to my heart. It represents us, and with your permission, we're going to do what we got to do.
Yeah, because the flag needs to be in its right place,
We
right?
gotta do what we got to do.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So we are represented now.
Yes. And you're very sharp, you know, okay? You're very sharp. They say the best wine is the aged wine. Is that correct? Muy buenos días a
He has
todos.
learned from me, you know.
Okay.
He has learned. Actually, I'll correct you both. The flag is always supposed to be to our right, not to the behind of us.
Okay.
To our right, officially to our right, but we leave it there for the moment.
Yeah, because it's because of the cameras, you know.
Yes.
But RCM, how is the weather treating you?
Wonderful. I tell you, I want to thank God for the blessings. You opened a brand new window for us this morning. So I want to wish blessings to both of you guys and to everybody watching out there. God bless you today. He opened today and gave me this air to breathe. So there is so much to be thankful, so much to be grateful. And the rain, we were at the farm last night, and this morning we had a very, very wonderful shower that hit, and you could hear it on the roof. And you say, thank you, Lord, for your blessings, you know. And
I noticed.
And I got my first melon this morning from the farm. Jackie.
Wow.
I picked the first melon. So
you say the reap then?
Yes. So village life, and and farming is good.
Something of interest that for the first time in the 5 years that I'm doing the weather report, that because of the incessant rains, and especially in the mountains, and I would imagine in Guatemala as well, that I read that an advisory that says BICAL has informed that the Vaca spillway became active this morning,
The Vaca
and
spillway?
some flash flooding may be possible downstream. This is easily the very first time that I am actually reading that announcement. And it's strange because, well, not strange, but it's indicative that of the amount of water that's accumulated in the lake, in the reservoir, before it reaches the dam. So now the water is spilling over the dam, and they have had to do some sort of adjustments, opening valves, so more water comes down through the dam, and therefore that may be causing some sort of flood, may be causing some flood downstream. So we're asking people who live downstream of the Macal River and the Macal, yes. Is it the Macal? Please correct me if I'm wrong. To please be on the lookout, okay? Please be on the lookout, especially if it continues raining. There's going to be more spillover, and then obviously, well, you already have the situation where rain in the mountains causes these flash flooding. So even more so now that the Vaca spillway is being opened, because if you don't do that, then the reservoir at the top then becomes more engorged, and then begins flooding on its own in that area. So they're permitting it to pass downstream. So be on the lookout, please, for that occurrence. Y especialmente a nuestra gente viviendo en Cayo, Penque y San Ignacio y Belmopan, por favor, dense cuenta de esto. San José Socots, estar al tanto de esto.
Well, as you mentioned, San Jose Socots, it's the Mopan River that is there on Chuarzi?
Yes.
Well,
Mopan,
Socots
the
are
Mopan.
having, as we speak right now, they're having at least 3 to 5 feet water over the highway there in Socots. So I want to ask everyone to be
Look at
careful
that.
when they're driving. So that's the Mopan, right, RZ?
Right, exactly what I was going to say, that this morning there's a lot of flooding in the areas. Over the weekend, I had the pleasure of being in Toledo. Good morning to all beautiful people in Toledo and in the Toledo villages there. And from Belmopan, going to PG, to Punta Gorda, it was raining, and we left in rain yesterday. So in the rural communities, there are many low-lying areas where there are bridges, and we can imagine that there's going to be a lot of flooding in those areas. So they need to note that. And one of the situations there down south is that the communities are separated so far away, that and it's mountainous, it's hilly in some areas, and people need to have warning to know that, particularly for the school children to be going to the schools in this type of weather. But we're going through climatic changes, and we need to be able to work in partnership with the different agencies who are working in terms of flooding.
When it comes to these incessant rains and so forth, there's always one common factor, and that is a surprise factor.
Yeah.
In other words, a surprise that all of a sudden you see the flood. I mean, we here in Orange Rock don't know about those floods, but in Cayo, and especially, I was one time in Roaring Creek when I was told that we need to get out of the house because there's going to be a flash flood coming down the Roaring Creek, and so said, so done. It was dry, and all of a sudden we heard the thunder of the water. This is many years ago, thunder of the water coming down behind the wharf of the yard, because the creek flows right behind the yard of the property, and it came in and just flooded the entire. It was called. It's just one of those flash floods, and then next thing you know, the whole bridge is filled up with water, the whole highway is filled up with water, and in half an hour it's gone. It's gone completely. And I thought this was very, very, very strange. I'd never seen that before.
No, por eso con tanta lluvia que está cayendo estos días tenemos que también darle aviso y noticia a todos que están traficando las carreteras que manejen con mucho cuidado, porque a veces uno quiere llegar a su lugar, si es escuela, trabajo, muy rápido, y hay que agarrarlo despacio y manejar con mucho cuidado. Mucho cuidado.
Harcy, anything you have to report on this morning before we touch the UDP function that was held yesterday, because it's the party, right? Anything you have on your agenda?
Well, one of the things we need to note is that the government continues to negotiate with international agencies for more infrastructure development for Belize, and not only that, also for trade, and also in certain areas there is the government is reaching out to continue to upgrading the health facilities, and to ensure that there is continued development in the health sector. So there are many things happening, and we know that there are two types of looking at health. There's the preventive side, and then there's the curative side. The preventive side, which comes with what we call primary health care, is one where you take care of yourself in terms of your eating habits, your exercise, your drinking, your water, and being aware of your surroundings. And then the curative side is the one where you end up in the hospital and you have to go to doctor's surgery and whatnot. And why is it important at this point? Because of the rains. People in their yards, we have a lot of mosquitoes right now. All your containers that gather water, please clean your yard. Take out the tires, throw them out, your old buckets and whatnot. These are breeding grounds for mosquito. And we don't want to get dengue, particularly the hemorrhagic dengue. That's the most dangerous one, the Aedes aegypti. But there's so much to look at. But particularly at this point, with so much rain and so much mosquito across this country, we have to be very careful on our surroundings. We need to clean our yard, do our part, individual parts, to ensure that there is safety within our environment that we live.
How is PGRZ?
PG is beautiful, I mean, it's one of those places that you can relax, you can go there, and you can have your rice and beans, you can have your fish by the seaside, you can have your roti, you understand? So, yeah. And it's a peaceful place. It's and outside of Punta Gorda, it's mountainous, so you have areas that you can really go, and it's very therapeutic, and it's one of the areas that what would say it's a golden vision for Belize in the future. It's beautiful.
Any great landmarks in PG that we can see that the government has worked on and given to PG, apart from from a nice highway in PG town itself?
Well,
what are we looking at?
Well, we're looking at the Mackenzie, the mayor, there with his crew now, attending to roads. Infrastructure really is an investment that has long-term benefits, not just short-term, long-term benefits. So there's a lot of work being done into that. There is a review in the rural communities, because 80% of Toledo is rural. So when we look at that, we look at a review of the livelihoods of the people and the risk involved in disasters, as Emmanuel was talking a while ago about floods and whatnot, and mitigation on what do we do about these things, how do we get the people involved. And these are some of the ongoing planning that the Department of Rural Development is doing continuously. So we're cognizant, and there is, how shall we put it, there is an interaction between the department and the communities, with the leaders. You meet with the village council, you meet with the alcaldes, you meet with the women's group, you meet with the persons who deal with crafts and such. You meet with young women, young ladies, you meet with the young men to see how it is that they see it. Because you have a lot of agencies, a lot of donor agencies that go into communities, and many a time they go there and say, well, let's do a village profile, what do you have, and they leave. And then when you go there and you go to say, well, let's see what's in your community, you again? Will you bring? No. But now it's an interaction because the Caribbean Development Bank and the World Bank now, they are looking directly on this information. So there are programs of how you acquire information that they have instant information to be able to assist people. In other words, you may think you're doing the right thing, but what it is that they expect and what they need to survive are two different things. So unless you go and you meet with the communities, and it's across the board. It's non-political. Let me just say it, because we meet with all communities, and they are the ones that invite you to tell you exactly how it is they see the situation. So the government continues to look at urban development, rural development. It's an ongoing work. It never ends, but the concern and the care is there.
Have you had a chance to visit or look at the new sporting complex by the airstrip that they have there in PGRZ?
Absolutely. It's a fantabulous building. The building itself is done, but right next to it is where the municipality is, and they have a program that they are working on to pave that entire area to look at
Has
it. Because
been inaugurated?
Yes, because
it's been used already.
It's right by the airstrip.
Yeah, right adjacent to the airstrip.
As you come off the plane, you can walk to the center. So in that particular area, a plan is being done to really make it much more attractive to tourists.
You know how that place used to be, and RC can remember when we used to go to PG, when you sit on the bleachers and PG get a lot of rain. When it rain, the rain keeps on coming in all the time, and that's an area where they have lots of functions. When they have big time wakes and stuff, sometimes it's there. When they had the wake for Palnabor, it was in there, but now since it's already closed up on first class, then you can see the improvement that has put into it.
Has it been well received by the people of Punta Gorda?
Yes,
It's used. It's a multi-purpose.
Yeah, it's a multi-purpose.
And it's an environment. The people down south really enjoy using and utilizing that investment there. You go there every day, you hear music. You have young people there training to be drummers, training to be dancers. There's athletes here, they are training, educational programs. And it's a continuous use of the building, which it is a very valuable investment.
Yes, man.
Absolutely. So you can see, just like you rightly mentioned, Chucky, from the old building, that was aluminum, and then it had some touch on the sides, and when it rained, it poured. Now, when you go there and look at this magnificent structure there, you can really feel the love between the people and the government of Belize, and the appreciation for what development is going on in Punta Gorda. And Toledo as a whole.
Good. Well, it's 21 away from here. Let's take a break, and then when we come back, we'll touch a little bit on
We'll take a break when it's exactly 20 minutes before 8 o'clock. And we'll do that now then. Let's take that break, and we'll be right back. It's back to school time once again, and the only store to visit for all your back to school needs is A&R Store on Baker Street here in Orange Walk Town. Visit them for the absolute largest assortment of school bags in the country, with brands like JanSport, Skechers, Everest, Capsule, and character bags like Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Jojo, Siwa, Unicorn, and so much more. Remember, A&R Store is your one-stop source for all your school supplies like exercise books, folders, sheets, dry eraser boards, foam boards, crayon and coloring books, plus so much more. Plus, they have a wide assortment of housewares, including bed sheets, cookware, and garbage containers in all sizes, and at the best prices in town. Visit A&R on Baker Street today, now with extended hours to better serve you, from 8 a.m. through to 6 p.m., Monday to Saturday. A&R Stores, where prices do make all the difference.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies, transforming Belize one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche-France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche-France.
Someone come? Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day. Why you the letter here?
Who sent me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this here community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
Oh man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
So all of that? Well, now that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Vamos a tratar de hablar un poco en español ahora para el beneficio de nuestra audiencia, porque reconocemos muy claramente de que nuestra audiencia es por preferencia hispana, habla hispana, y que mejor entienden todo cuando se les dice en español. Bienvenidos todos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Son las 7:47. Hoy tenemos el gusto de tener, como cada lunes, al señor Rubén Campos y también, obviamente, al señor Robert Chicky Usher. Rubén, sucedió la segunda parte no, pero la segunda nominación, o se puede decir presentación, para lo que es la posición del liderazgo del partido UDP. Esto sucedió ayer y fue el lanzamiento de la candidatura, esa es la palabra, lanzamiento de la candidatura del señor John Zaldivar. Previamente habíamos visto el lanzamiento de la candidatura del señor Patrick Faber. Ahora, las dos personas claves aquí es Patrick Faber y John Zaldivar. Ayer sucedió el de John Zaldivar. Y también no solo John Zaldivar, pero también las otras personas que están corriendo con John Zaldivar. ¿No así es? El señor Hugo Pat, etcétera, etcétera. Cuéntanos acerca de lo que sucedió ayer.
Bueno, me parece que casi has dicho todo. Pero sí, ayer en la ciudad de Belice, el lanzamiento de su candidatura del honorable John Zaldivar para el liderazgo del partido UDP fue, según yo vi por Facebook, porque estaba en Toledo, de que fue una celebración muy grande del partido UDP. Muchos soportadores, apoyantes, fueron a participar, unos a apoyar, unos como observadores, pero esto nos indica de que el partido UDP es un partido muy fuerte. Por mucho tiempo no se había reunido la familia, así que cuando unes todos los grupos de UDP en todo el país, puedes ver que ahí siempre sigue la fuerza con el UDP, y la situación ahora es Patrick Faber, John Zaldivar. Todos ya escucharon ahora su presentación en el lanzamiento de su candidatura, como has mencionado. Y ahora los delegados, cuando se termine en todas las divisiones a concluir elegidos, porque todavía no se han concluido todas las divisiones con sus delegados. Así que los candidatos ahora tienen esa oportunidad de llegar a visitar, hablar con todos los delegados, porque los delegados únicamente son los votantes en la convención nacional que va a ser el 9 de febrero del próximo año 2020. Así de que es bueno escuchar que hay dos personas lanzándose para ser líder del partido UDP, nuestro partido, y las dos personas tienen un carácter de liderazgo ahí, y ahora la campaña para decir, mira, aquí estamos nosotros, pedimos tu voto, porque cada quien tiene que pedir su voto.
¿Cuándo culmina esto?
Esto culmina el 9 de febrero, cuando la convención nacional se lleva a cabo en la misma ciudad de Belice, probablemente en Civic Center.
¿Qué crees tú que es el mensaje más grande que se está emanando de toda esta gran cantidad de gente unidos? Estamos hablando aquí no de 1,000, ni de 2,000, ni de 5,000. Estamos hablando de una gran cantidad de gente que estuvo en el Civic Center. ¿Qué crees tú que es el mensaje más grande que emana de todo esto?
El mensaje más grande es que el partido UDP es vivo. Vibrante y ya listo para las elecciones venideras cuando lo llame el primer ministro muy honorable Dean Barrow. Él es la única persona que va a decidir o tiene la fecha que cuando él diga es cuando va a ser la elección.
¿Pudieras tú extender esto y decir que el UDP también está puesto para ganar la siguiente elección.
Precisamente eso, porque ha pasado mucho tiempo que el UDP no ha organizado eventos como estos para que la gente diga, pues, vamos a salir a visitar a nuestros amigos, conocer amigos nuevos, a participar, porque los dos candidatos son reconocidos. Los dos candidatos comenzaron su política con el UDP desde muy, muy joven. Yo puedo recordar a Jan Saldiva en 1984, cuando fue la primera vez que participé en la elección general. Ahí estaba ya en Bully Tree, Cayo, caminando, haciendo campaña.
¿Tiene tanto tiempo en la política?
Sí. Igualmente que Patrick desde muy joven también era campesino. Así de que tenemos dos personas allá de que
nacieron dentro del sistema.
Precisamente. Así de que la decisión de los delegados va a ser una buena decisión y va a ser una decisión respetada, porque en casos así solo uno puede ser ganador. Pero cualquiera que gane va a ser un líder que va a llevar a victoria el UDP, porque conoce los sentimientos, tiene la filosofía y los valores del UDP de continuar desarrollo. Podíamos escuchar el honorable Jan Saldivar ayer en lo que yo vi en Facebook, creo que me enseñó el hermano Chaki, de que él estaba hablando de continuación de infraestructura, de mejoramiento en salud, promoviendo la educación, viendo de la juventud, viendo de las personas de mayor edad inclusiva. Así de que su mensaje fue inclusiva. Escuchamos ahora en el otro lado del honorable Patrick Farba de continuar también el trabajo que está haciendo el muy honorable Dean Barrow. Así que es un mensaje que caracteriza los valores y el mensaje y el trabajo que sigue haciendo el UDP para la gente. Así de que a mucha gente, todos los que fueron allá, te puedo decir de que nosotros del UDP nos excitamos cuando podemos ver a los amigos viejos hablar y platicar, que todos que salieron de ahí salieron con más energía, con más ganas de trabajar, y ahora sabemos de que cuando se prepare para esa elección general, sea quien sea, el UDP va a estar más preparado para enfrentar las elecciones.
Usually esas gentes que van en esas actividades del partido son gente que hace soporte al partido. Con la cantidad de gente que Jan Saldiva tenía y el amor que Patrick tenía también, se pone todos juntos. ¿Qué significa eso?
Es una fuerza armada política del UDP entre los dos, porque va a ser una combinación para ya enfrentar el líder de la oposición. Y sabemos de que el UDP tiene un equipo muy listo. Cuando ves los que están participando para el primer deputy leader en la persona de Hugo Pat y Tracy Panton, podemos ver allá que hay personas con carácter, tenemos personas con liderazgo, tenemos personas con visión. Así de que cuando hay una competición, uno tiene que ganar. Así de que ahí vemos cómo va el partido desarrollándose, porque mira cuánta gente está aplicando. La última vez lo mencionaste, el número de gente que está participando, y entonces va a second deputy leader. Segundo, tenemos al honorable Manuel Heredia y honorable Beverly Williams. Así tenemos dos personas allá.
Nunca había sucedido.
Exacto, y se están allá. Y para el National Chairman tenemos al honorable Michael Perry, tenemos a John Castillo y la doctora Carla Barnett. Así tienes gente preparados para tomar liderazgo ahorita. Es una transformación en liderazgo para el futuro. Y también tenemos para el Vice Chairperson, Alberto Agas, que es el presidente actual ahorita, y Clifford Peters y Khalid Belael, el que es el mayor de Belmopan. Así de que cuando ves los individuales, puedes ver de que hay gente con calificación, hay gente con motivación, hay gente con amor a su partido y más a la patria, de que habrá un equipo entre el partido UDP preparado para llevar a nosotros los UDPs hacia victoria en las elecciones generales.
RC, when you mentioned Honorable Tracy Tiega Panton, I was surprised, and maybe not surprised, but it was good to see that Tracy attended that convention, that launch yesterday.
But it's a UDP event. Anybody, the invitation, the open invitation was open to all our UDP supporters to go. So
that's good on her part.
Yeah, for everybody to go. I mean, I had wanted to go myself, but I had other commitments with the Department of Rural Development down in Toledo. But nevertheless, it was an open invitation for all UDPs to come.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, out of the thousands that were there, it's the delegates of each constituent who are going to vote.
Right.
So, but it's good to know that the UDP supporters still have that respect, value, and dignity to support their party. The belief in their party, and the leadership.
I think this is what makes Tracy Tager-Panton such a distinguished person, because she could have easily decided not to have gone and stayed home and stay and wonder what is going on. But no, she went out and she joined with everybody else for lobbying for votes. But I didn't go. It was unfortunate I couldn't go. Ruben didn't go. But the only one who was actually there was Mr. Usher. I'm going to ask this question to Mr. Usher. How did it feel to be in the presence of so many thousands and thousands of people?
Well, being there...
You
being there...
Robert, check your shot.
It reminded me of the Lionel Richie concert that I saw in St. Louis. Pack, yes. Noisy, persons were vibrant. There was a special moment when the Honorable Michael Finnegan stepped in, and he was invited to the stage and said that he's there in support of Honorable John Saldiva, no? And many other people, we can see persons from the villages all over. They were there and showing strong support for the party. Like RC said, that the Honorable John Saldiva spoke of the good past of the party.
I listened to
which
that.
is very important. He spoke about the present and about the future and the works that continue. He also presented his team that was there yesterday. And when they were saying that, okay, this representative is here, this standard bearer is here, I must say, and nobody cannot tell me this, but when they call out the different era rep, all of them had a great applause. But when they called out the Honorable Gaspar Vega, that was the strongest applause in that place. I was there and I witnessed that. Everybody stand up and everybody just cheer for this Honorable Gaspar Vega, which is good, no? Because it shows that the vibrancy of the party stayed alive. And everyone who spoke, and I must say, RC, just like you, they acknowledge the good work of the great party leader, Honorable Dean Oliver Barrow.
Well, you see, that's a challenge. That's a challenge that Patrick and John have, is that the Right Honorable Dean Barrow set a precedence in his landmark for infrastructural development, social programs, that it's a shoes very difficult to fill in.
And they both said it.
But nevertheless, with the wealth of experience working along together with the Right Honorable Dean Barrow, I know some of that leadership skill and talent is certainly rub off on both of them, and that's why whoever comes out winning, the United Democratic Party will be ready to go. I am prepared and I will support whoever wins, and I will be there as a faithful UDP to ensure and do whatever we can within the values of the United Democratic Party and as a citizen to work towards a UDP victory in 2020.
Also, the future leader for Mesopotamia, RC, which is the son of the Prime Minister, Shine Barrow, he spoke and said that the things that his father tell him, not only to lead, but to be along with your people and lead for a reason.
Yes.
Don't just try to be a leader without doing nothing. You have to be in contact with the people, and you have to make sure that you work along with the people and have the people working along with you as well. But the place was full to capacity. It was vibrant, and I must commend everybody who took their buses as well. The standard bearer for Corozal Southeast for the UDP,
Brother Tony.
He took a marching band as well, RC.
Yeah.
And they had the little mariachis from up the area there. I think it's there for San Victor. Estrellas, Mariachi Las Estrellas.
Yes.
And they did a Mañanitas for Honorable Pablo Marin, because yesterday was his
birthday, right?
You know,
Right,
so
yeah.
all the presentation, Ernestine Carballo did her thing, and we were asked to play the UDP song, We Want Our Country Free. And then RC, I know if you were there, you would be jumping up with some of those flags, because people was waving their flags. Some of them jump on the stage and waving their flags. So it was a joyful moment apart from the official presentation.
But that's the spirit of the UDP. Ese es el espíritu
I'm so glad.
It does my heart good, you know, as a UDP. Ese es el corazón del UDP, que incluye a toda la gente. Y es una democracia, y una democracia con valores. Te extendemos una invitación para ir y la gente acepta para ir. Así de que hay una diferencia, y la diferencia es de que cuando tú estás participando en una elección para representar a tu gente, es muy importante que hagas contacto con la gente. Es muy importante de que, como dice el dicho, más puertas golpeo, más personas saludo, mucho mejor me conocen, mucho mejor saben cuál es mi dirección, cuáles son los valores que traigo como liderazgo. Así de que fue un evento espectacular, porque fue miles de personas que pueden ver y realizar qué es el efecto que el UDP, el partido UDP, va a estar llevando hacia la elección nacional el año próximo. Así de que todas estas cosas que van sucediendo, la mayoría de la gente está de acuerdo y le da una gratitud al muy honorable Dean Barrow en los programas de infraestructura, de salud, de educación, de deporte, de programas sociales para la gente que durante su liderazgo se comprometió a poner esto en marcha. Y eso es lo que sigue ahora, y eso es lo que va a seguir, porque cuando hay un desarrollo que va a llevar un mejoramiento para la gente y el país, ahí es donde ves un liderazgo. Y la cosa es que el UDP puede hablar con hechos, con valores, y puede prometer para continuar, porque la gente ya puede ver.
With the amount of persons that was there yesterday, RC, with great support, and persons wasn't there just sitting down, you know. People were there attentive and listening, you know, hear no kind of noise when these speeches, but when, you know, when there's a punchline in the speech, you hear everybody applaud, everybody clap. And what would you say is coming out of this with so many people at that presentation, launch for the Honorable John Saldivar as party leader, but so many people attending? What message does that spread over the country?
The message that it spreads across the country is that the United Democratic Party, under the leadership of the Right Honorable Dean Barrow, has been fulfilling the work that was intended to be done. It's being done. The programs continue even throughout elections, even through municipal elections, even through village council elections, and even through conventions. The work of the United Democratic Party continues, and there's a restoration of faith, a building up of energy, rebuilding of energy into the supporters, because the convention is to select who your leaders will be, right, but the big prize is the general elections. So when you have your supporters feel and want, then the communication is there, and that is what is important, that we need to know why the United Democratic Party is going to win the next general election.
Okay. So it's 574 people, approximately, delegates, who are going to be casting their votes, approximately 574 delegates. So we're looking forward to February 9th, because that is going to be, importantly enough, not only a day for selecting the leadership of the party, but also a day where we continue to grow on this what would I like to call it, this fever, this red tide that is growing and growing, because we have heard the PUP try to convince us that the UDP is corrupt, on all sorts of things. But one thing has become paramountly clear, is that people don't believe that the PUP is an option at the moment. And that is very clear, because You could try fool me, and you could try tell me all sorts of things, but I know at the end of the day, I'm smart. I know I can use memory. History is on my side when I can recall all the corruption that took place within the PUP, millions and millions and millions of dollars of projects going down the drain, something that has not happened with the UDP. I'm not telling you that the UDP there's no corruption within the UDP, but then again, which party is void of corruption? Which party? So people are looking at this very keenly and are noticing that the PUP is not an option for them at the moment. And they're joining ranks back again with the UDP because they don't trust the PUP. Very simply put, they don't trust them. And I think that this is what the UDP needs to build upon and is already doing it.
Right, and that is what the excitement of these conventions attract a family reunion. Don't wait till the national convention comes to elect your leaders. I mean, have an invitation for your family to get together now. And that is what the UDP is doing with both candidates that are vying for the leadership. So both of them are good friends. Patrick and Jan are very good friends, but they know that one will win, and they know that whoever is victorious, the other one will support. So it is a race that in natural tendencies, one will win. And the United Democratic Party is restoring, energizing, getting this red tide ready, because when 2020 elections go, it's going to run from north to south and east to west. And if God spare lives, we'll be there, because the United Democratic Party government, again, and we say under the leadership of the Right Honorable Dean Barrow, has been doing much construction in terms of resources, human resource, and actual development within our country. When I talk about that, it's infrastructure, social programs, education, health, and he's a person that loves his country, is committed, and that is how the United Democratic Party will continue on these wonderful legacies.
8 minutes past 8. We'll take a break at this moment. Las 8:08. Vamos a tomar una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con mucho más luego de tus anuncios. Sorry.
Powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with the cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea, or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multi-purpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Welcome back. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 8:15, las 8:15. Un gran gusto de saludarles. ¿Cómo se encuentran? Aquí de nuevo con el señor Rubén Campos y el señor Robert Chequi Osha, hablando. En los lunes se habla política. En los lunes se hace reporte de todo lo que ha sucedido y tratamos de mantenerles informados acerca de todo lo que sucede y también impresionarles con lo que ha sucedido. Lo que ha sucedido en la ciudad de Belice sobre este fin de semana ha sido nada corto de impresionante. Tantas personas, más de 10,000 personas, 15,000 personas quizás, no podría decir exactamente cuánto, pero se juntaron en el Civic Center a endosar la candidatura del señor John Saldívar. Un evento magno donde se vio tanto apoyo. Y lo que más sale, lo que más resalta de todo esto es que el UDP sigue vivo, no obstante lo que te quieren decir los PUPs, de que el UDP sigue vivo y puesto para ganar las elecciones el otro año. Tanto así, tanto ánimo nos da. Pero ya hemos hablado acerca de esto, ya hemos dado el reporte, ojalá y nos haya seguido durante el reporte que te hicimos durante la última hora. Ahora vamos a hablar de tantito, a menos de que tú quieras compartir, 302-2170, si quieres compartir tu experiencia, si estuviste en Belice ayer y quieres compartir algo, llámanos, dinos por favor cómo te sentiste, cómo te sientes hoy, luego de haber ido a la ciudad de Belice al lanzamiento de la candidatura. Llámanos, 302-2170, o mándanos un texto a 5769, 600-5769, o a mi número, 638-6415. De vez en cuando mi teléfono se va algo haywire, pero bueno, los bacanazos que le he dado no me lo perdonan. Así que llámanos, por favor, quisiéramos escuchar cómo tú te sientes luego de eso. ¿Ok?
Bueno, políticamente también podemos hablar, Chucky, Manuel, sobre todos los hechos que están desarrollando ahorita en el país. Podemos discutir también el programa de infraestructura que va a ir de todo Corozal hasta Sarteneja. Y también escuchamos el pavimento de Orinjoaca, San Esteban. Sabemos también de que hay inclusiones en todas las áreas rurales, un programa nuevo que se va a iniciar el año próximo. La importancia de desarrollar la agricultura y asistir a los agricultores. Podemos mencionar de que cuando el primer ministro llamó la prensa, la conferencia de prensa en la ciudad de Belice para hablar con el Banco Central, para hablar con los bancos, hablar con los credit unions, para que puedan darle la oportunidad a los agricultores que tienen una deuda con ellos para congelar por lo menos el interés que por lo menos de unos 12 meses, para darle esa oportunidad a los agricultores que puedan recapacitar. Y también sigue evaluaciones, particularmente en el norte con el programa de los cañeros y con esta lluvia, la zafra, la sequía y todo eso. Se sigue haciendo estudios para ver cómo podemos fortalecer, cómo el gobierno puede fortalecer la industria azucarera, porque es una industria muy importante, no solamente para el norte, es una industria muy importante para el gobierno, porque los ingresos en foreign exchange vienen mayormente de la industria azucarera. Así de que la importancia está ahí y sabemos de que estos programas siguen estudiando para mejorar a los cañeros. Y según entiendo, creo que hoy es cuando consiguen su tercer pago, me imagino. Hoy empieza el tercer pago, así de que, bueno, sabemos de que cuando hay tiempos bajos hay que conservar, saber cómo vamos a gastar nuestros dineros, en qué es nuestra necesidad. Queremos todo, pero no necesitamos todo. Así nos da una oportunidad para poder reflexionar cómo es que vamos a ver la industria y qué son las alternativas en agricultura. Déjame mencionar de que hemos escuchado de que en el sur había problemas graves con la industria de cítrica. Y hay mucha gente allá que decidieron a sembrar coco, matas de coco. Así que cuando estás haciendo la carretera, en ambos lados puedes ver miles y miles de matas de coco. Y así de que están trabajando la agricultura con diversificación, diversity, that they're having. Así nosotros del norte tenemos que ver también de que ¿qué es lo esencial que hacíamos antes? Agricultura, sembrar maíz para comer, productos, los pepinos y todo eso. Decidimos comprar
Sembrar
mucho.
sandía en tu patio no te cuesta nada.
Sí, bueno.
Sembrar, tomate en tu patio no te cuesta nada. Y fácilmente tú puedes estar sembrando muchas otras cosas más en tu cañal cuando si tienes tiempito extra o si tienes un espacio extra ahí. Mucha gente lo hacía, mi papá lo hacía, sembraba de todo ahí dentro, frijoles, maíz, los elotes. Cuando me recuerdo cuando mi papá venía con su saco de maíz verde, y entonces nos ponía a rasparlo para tamalitos sábado por la mañana, con todo esto. Y también a comer el elote sin tener que ir a comprarlo. Venía todo fresco de la finca, del rancho. Del cañal, por decir. Y esas prácticas ciertas personas han acabado con ello. Nada más vienen al pueblo, compran su maíz sancochado y se lo llevan de vuelta. En vez de ellos sembrarlo y proveerlo para la gente, para el consumo, ya nuestra mentalidad está cambiando. Y tenemos que cambiar eso de vuelta. Tenemos que ser más activos en crecimiento de nuestras frutas y nuestras verduras. Crecer, sembrar y crecer.
Sí, y tenemos también que ser muy práctico. Sabemos de que en toda revolución, y uso la palabra con cautela, siempre hay cambios. Y cambios vienen cuando son planeados con un mejoramiento. La revolución agricultura, la revolución de la industria turística. Sabemos que muchos turistas vienen a Belice. Cuando vamos al lado mexicano o unos se van en el otro lado, ¿qué es lo que ven? ¿Quieren su penchuc? ¿Quieren su tortilla de mano? Pero vamos a poner un freno allá. No es eso que hacíamos antes. No eso hacíamos mi abuela, mi tía, mi mamá. Todos así de mano, todo era de mano. Así tenemos que ver qué es lo que hacíamos años atrás que valoramos más hoy. Cuando hablamos de la cultura, cuando hablamos de niche, que tienen sus bailes tradicionales, solo estamos renaciendo porque eso lo hacíamos antes. Y ahora tenemos que evaluar cómo podemos, como individuales o grupos o comunidad, desarrollar más cultura, porque en la inversión en la cultura también puede ser un programa para mantener que la economía local se fortalezca. Porque cuando nosotros invertimos local, entonces circula la moneda acá. One thing I always, if I will mention the radio, what we do at SCRS, every Christmas, whether we get paid or not, we have a slogan that we say, buy Belizean, buy local. Because when you keep your money at home, it circulates in your community. And you can recall, Chucky, that this came about because we noticed that on Facebook now, how many people go to Botes, to La Union, to Chetumal. But when it comes to Christmas, all of them have a letter to whom it be concerned, and they go to people's store, and they go to Landis and Sons, and they go to German Vega, and they go to Vegas Imports, and they go to all the Belizean houses to ask, can you give me a donation? So we need to reciprocate by buying Belizean, buying local. How many of you take your letter, you go to Chetumal or go to Botas and say, hey, pueden donar algo? We have something? Because they don't give you. You know, so we need to invest in our community. We need to patronize everybody. I go buy Mili paint, Mili varnish, Mili doorknob and so. I go to Mali place right there, Main Street, Home Delights. I go buy my thing there. I know go to Chetumal, go buy my padlock and things and so. Why? Because when we need help, we go each other. So we must learn to understand that as a community, we need to live together and invest within one another. Oh, está muy caro. By the time you go, come back and you buy one, $2 tacos at Chetumal, How much are we going there and ask cuánto cuesta? Quiero esto, and then you pay. But when you come, as you cross the border, that's too expensive. So I believe that we need. I invite people to buy in Belize, buy local this Christmas, and we are all to support our community. Okay, we have to support.
Totalmente de acuerdo
So when we talk about politics, we have our own self-politics to work within our community to support one another.
We have our own decisions to make.
We have whatever you want. We have here for Christmas. You understand? ¿Quién dice que no hay pavos? Hay bastante pavos y pavos local. Gallinas local para escabeche relleno. Tamales. ¿Quién no hace los mejores que los beliceños? ¿Ah? Los mejores. ¿Ah? Así de que todos los ingredientes están aquí. Y tenemos que recordar que nadie dice porque tengo más licores para Christmas, tengo una mejor Navidad. No, el tiempo de Navidad debería ser familiar entre la comunidad. Y esa era nuestra cultura tradicional que tenemos que revivir. Cómo nos ayudamos, apoyamos uno al otro. ¿Okay? No hay política de política que hablamos de correr para elección, sino una política de nosotros decidir que vamos a apoyar nuestros negocios locales.
¿Por qué crees que nosotros los beliceños tenemos ese pensamiento, esa creencia de que todo es mejor si es que lo compramos fuera de nuestro país, o si es que se lo compramos a un chino, o si es que se lo compramos a un hindú, o si es que se lo compramos a un gringo, es mejor en vez de comprárselo a tu compatriota?
Sí.
¿Por qué tenemos esa actitud de apoyar a ciertas personas y a tu mera gente no apoyas? Pero sin embargo, como dijiste tú correctamente, cuando necesitas, andas con tu papel pidiendo ayuda. Andamos haciendo eso. Y no debe ser así. No debe ser así. Simplemente mira estación de televisión. Siempre digo, apoyen y compren los productos de las personas que son los que nos patrocinan. Porque si esa gente decidiera un día no darnos ese patrocinio, no darnos esa ayuda, entonces la señal se fue. Termina. Punto. Si esa es la verdad. Así que muchas veces tomamos como un hecho lo que tenemos, lo tomamos como un dado, sin darnos cuenta de que realmente debemos de ser socialmente responsables, socially responsible. Y has dicho una verdad, Rubén. Nos gusta sin pensar ir ¿sabes cuánto dinero sale y va a botes? ¿Sabes que esa gente se ha vuelto millonarios sobre nuestra cabeza? Y aún así vamos a continuar yendo. Digo, vamos, no yo. Una vez fui y nunca no he regresado. No he regresado. Okay. Aquí te puedo decir. Porque dije, ¿por qué apoyar a alguien que no, en realidad, no aprecia mi negocio, con quien no tengo nada de contacto? No puedo ir a platicar con la persona. No conozco, simplemente porque estoy con los demás haciendo todo lo que todos los demás hacen, sin conciencia. No, prefiero yo gastar mi dinero aquí, aunque me salga un poco más caro, de tener que ir ahí, porque aquí estoy creciendo mi país. Aquí estoy invirtiendo en mi país. Pero, ¿qué nos pasa? ¿Qué nos pasa? Que si queremos ir a lo que tenemos un dinerito, vamos a botes. Ya dejemos de ser así, ya dejemos de estar pensando simplemente de llevar nuestros dineros a los extranjeros. Tratemos de mantenerlo aquí dentro del país. Ustedes se darían cuenta que $100 millones se sale anualmente o más, que pudiera estar quedándose aquí. ¿Te imaginas qué es $100 millones? Ponte a pensarlo. $100 millones que quedara dentro del país, entonces haría pues nos haría ricos después de un rato. No tener que estar gastando tanto dinero con tanta cerveza. Mira, los dueños de los negocios en botes ya quedaron ricos. Millonarios sobre nuestra cabeza.
And nothing coming back to Belize from that.
Y eso no regresa a Belice.
But that tells us too, Emmanuel and Jackie, that as a community we need to organize ourselves, restructure ourselves.
Yeah,
Because while we want to participate in local economic growth, the business sector also need to come together to give ofertas that they can make a profit, be sustainable, but also to give us a better choice here.
Absolutely.
So it's an encouragement for teamwork. Even in business, there is teamwork, and while there is competition as to which shop to go, we all know that we go to the places where we know there is community service in the sense that I go by to your shop, you give. I remember as a young boy growing up, I mean, there were very few shops. One of the biggest one that's still there is the People's Store.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you look at the history of the People's Store, how many thousands of people they have assisted in their social programs, helping here and there, and it's still standing there. You know, and there are so many like them. But now, because the place is growing, they need to come together, the business community, to say, well, what plan do we put now to keep our dollars at home? How can we work this? How can we help each other? You know, and that is what I believe is one of the strategies, the plan that needs to happen. The business. When you talk about the Chamber of Commerce, what is the Chamber of Commerce really doing to put the business together to say, guess what? They put the facts, the raw data on the ground. This is what we have, how much it stays, how much goes out, because it's the business sector, the private sector now that, as we say, is the engine of economic growth. But you also need to consider the consumers. The consumers are the vital energy that make you survive in the
And
business.
I just use the figure 100 million loosely, but I figure that it's even more than $100 million. Because if you think, I think Jackie, we do anything one time.
Yeah, with the amount of persons
With the
who
amount
visit
of
the border.
persons who visit the
Over
border,
one
how much they
weekend.
spend
Yes.
on an Easter weekend. And we figured that it was way in excess of $1 million only for that month.
Yeah, for that weekend.
For that weekend.
yeah.
For that weekend. So, hey, it's incredible the amount of money that's being literally taken out, and that's not all. What about all the money that is being sent out to Guatemala, to Honduras, to Nicaragua, for the families of those persons working and living here? That's another 50 million at least. And that because a lot of people send out money to their families in these Central American countries through Western Union, through all kind of way. And believe me, it's a formidable amount of money. Así que, ¿cómo Belice va a crecer así?
Manuel, but like RC is saying, the merchants that we have here, the Belizean people that does business, has to try to see what they can do in their business, have some offers to keep people home. You know that Belize they have a sale where they do an amount. A lot of people attend it. You know?
Right at home and garden. Let me just quickly draw out of personal experience. At one time, it was very difficult for my sister to compete with paint from across the border. Oh, you look comprende tu mal. Oh, you look comprende tu mal. ¿Cuándo pagaste para cubeta tanto y tanto así? No, my sister has given you 20% off on the aquacover line, on the aquarium line, and
is it working?
Fantastic.
Okay, you see.
Fantastic. She gets container after container after container, and she doesn't make much money out of it, but she is making sure that she's selling.
Clear shelf.
Yeah.
Like RC was telling me one time, we were going around at SCRS doing this, was telling some people, look at this item, this will expire next month.
Yes.
Why
Have
would
a
you
sale
keep
on
it
it.
on your shelf?
Have
Put it
a
on
sale.
sale.
All right.
Get back your investment and stock up new again. And like the People's Store you mentioned, RC, they just celebrated their anniversary last week, and they had big giveaways. Many things were happening, and right now they are giving a percentage on across the store for this month of November that is celebrated as Garifuna Settlement Day.
Yeah. So there are a lot of ways that people can participate, but it's including people, thinking about people. It create a win-win situation. I know I need to make a profit, but do I need to get back my money right away? Business takes time, and such. So, but it's a good discussion, guys, because when we talk about buy Belize, buy at home, we're promoting growth in our community, and it also helps us because we are the community. We are part of the community, Jackie.
RC, tell me something. One time the same, I'm not sure if it was implemented by the government when it comes to this money changing thing. Because if you're looking at how much money spend, like myself and Emmanuel were looking at Easter, $1 million. These money need to be converted into pesos. And one time their money changers they sell pesos for Belizean dollars. How the government get any revenue out from that?
It gets absolutely no revenue. It's unregulated.
Yeah. So there are many ways to be able to look at that, and one of the ways to look at the peso exchange is that you have people that accumulate monies here, and they do, like you said, maybe unregulated business because the pesos only comes from Mexican side. We do not have pesos. And so there was a time when there was regulation that you had to be a licensed person to deal with the pesos, to be a licensed pesero. And you need to register to be a licensed pesero. So that could be part of the program. But again, that is another discussion that we can have at another time when you go and get the information, the correct information, rather than just speculating what is and what isn't. But that is another area to look at. But all in all, as the global change, climatic changes happen that affect us, we have to become much more involved in our community because we need to preserve and conserve what we have.
Right. Well, on that note, we'll need to take our final break of the morning when it's 22 minutes away from 9 o'clock.
We'll take that break.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. DigiNet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. Nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, DigiNet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by DigiNet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush Franz, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass Project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
It's back to school time once again, and the only store to visit for all your back to school needs is A&R Store on Baker Street here in Orange Walk Town. Visit them for the absolute largest assortment of school bags in the country with brands like JanSport, Skechers, Everest, Capsule, and character bags like Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Jojo, Siwa, Unicorn, and so much more. Remember, A&R Store is your one-stop source for all your school supplies like exercise books, folders, sheets, dry eraser boards, foam boards, crayon and coloring books, plus so much more. Plus, they have a wide assortment of housewares including bed sheets, cookware, and garbage containers in all sizes and at the best prices in town. Visit A&R on Baker Street today, now with extended hours to better serve you from 8 a.m. through to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday. A&R Stores, where prices do make all the difference.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Hemos estado hablando acerca de varios temas y permitiéndonos mencionar ciertas cosas que por lo general no mencionamos, pero se le tiene que dar atención a ciertos temas. Pero regresando hacia uno de los del tema de discusión más importante es el compromiso que el gobierno de Belice dio a la gente de Corozal y a la gente del norte del país cuando decidió invertir 100 millones en la carretera de Corozal hasta Sarteneja. Y mucha gente está preguntando, bueno, ¿y por qué tanto dinero en una carretera que solo va a Sarteneja? Y sin darnos cuenta de que no es solo una carretera, sino la apertura de todo un área, una región, para poder erigir viviendas, para que en realidad sube el valor del terreno en todas esas áreas. Aparte del hecho que van a tener que construir 2 puentes, ¿no?
Sí,
2 puentes. ¿Te imaginas la cantidad? Ya el Corozal, esa área, se conoce como un área para personas del extranjero que vienen a vivir, vienen a jubilarse y les gusta la tranquilidad de esa área. Así que si estamos abriendo eso, estamos haciendo una inversión en el futuro. Y así lo veo yo. Que se haya abierto la carretera a Sarteneja es otra meta, pero la apertura de toda esa área, reduciendo costos de transportación. Ahora, la gente de Sarteneja siempre se queja que antes Sarteneja nos proveía con mucha cantidad de verdura y fruta, etcétera, etcétera. Lo llegué a saber la semana pasada, que pues dejaron de crecer porque pues las condiciones de la carretera, etcétera, y también el tiempo que les duraba. Ahora con una carretera preciosa que van a tener, va a traer reducción de costos, pero también, como lo más importante que dije, está abriendo todo el área para poder erigir viviendas, para crear pues pueblos. Es más, toda esa área es un área preciosa que tiene un potencial turístico inmenso. No podríamos dudar que hasta quizás hoteles pequeños y restaurantes pudieran abrirse en la carretera yendo hacia Sarteneja. Y todo eso es elevar el nivel de vida de la gente viviendo en esta área. Pues, ¿por qué no, verdad? ¿Por qué no?
Bueno, sí, es muy importante y es muy bonito la decisión para trabajar en la área de Corozal, de Corozal hacia Sarteneja, porque el impacto que trae a la área es tremendo. La inversión va a traer muchos beneficios en los años venideros para toda la gente que están por allá.
El empleo.
Así de que uno puede ver también, como había mencionado Emanuel Chequi, de que la propiedad, el precio va a tener mucho más valor. Se va a abrir la oportunidad para más desarrollo. Probablemente otra comunidad se puede levantar por allá. Hay impacto para también desarrollar agricultura. Hay gente que tiene montes todo por allá, pero no tiene acceso. Va a tener mejor acceso ahora para poder darle ese poder a los agricultores en esa área para trabajar sus productos y ya tienen mejor habilidad de sacarlos ahí para traerlos al resto del país para hacer su negocio. También la área turística que se va a aumentar tremendo ya va a crear la oportunidad para que desde ahora unos pueden ya a comenzar a estudiar, a prepararse para tener hospitality, para saber cómo ser mejor dueños de un restaurante, construir y cómo para hacer edificios que pueden atraer turistas. Hasta nosotros mismos podemos ser turistas local para levantar el ánimo de todo ese pueblo para que pueda crecer. Y además de eso, es una área que beneficia toda la economía de Belice, no solo de Corozal, porque hay inversionistas en la área también.
Pudiera ser que la carretera de Sarteneja está creando otra Plasencia. Pudiera ser, porque con muchas inversiones, condominios, etcétera y etcétera, es un alce fuerte a la economía, Así que no veamos lo que con negatividad. Eso no está nada bueno. Hay que verlo con positivismo y decir, ¿sabes qué? bueno que se está abriendo esta carretera, porque en el primer lugar va a ser un impacto fuerte para Sarteneja y la gente viviendo en la área. Menos tiempo en la carretera, además consiguen una carretera que merecen. Es más, van a poder ponerse en su vehículo, traficar rápidamente de Sarteneja a Corozal y de Corozal hasta donde quieran ir fácilmente. ¿Okay? La reducción del costo de transporte. No van a tener que estar gastando tanto dinero en reparación de sus vehículos, porque obviamente es carretera, ya no tienes que estar rompiendo tus shocks y tus springs y tus mounts y todo esto. Ya estás ahorrándote ese dinero. Segundamente, por cuarta razón, es como dije, están abriendo toda esa área a un desarrollo que quizás hasta cierto punto no tiene límites, porque toda esa área es costera y pudieras estar creando distintas comunidades en toda esa área, como lo que tiene México. Y qué gusto poder parar en distintos lugares a comer pescado frito, poder comer lo que sea que te dé la gana, porque en realidad es área turística. Estamos abriendo área turística aquí en Belice, y como eso necesitamos mucho más.
Bueno, sí, hablamos de la infraestructura que es muy bueno para el área, pero en una nota muy fuerte políticamente, tenemos que agradecer también los esfuerzos de Tony Herrera, el bearer del UDP, que pues Tony es una persona que él es un trabajador, es un luchador, él entra en las comunidades y él es una persona que, ¿cómo se dice en inglés? He's a no-nonsense man. Él te dice pelado exactamente como es, y cuando él te dice, bueno, vamos a trabajar para hacer algo, lo va a hacer.
Pero cuando un político así and say, you know, he said I saw you and done and I saw you and get done, does that like affect the persons around him?
It affects positively because when things need to do, I know for a fact that Tony Herrera, the UDP candidate in Corozal Southeast, is a partner that he's in Belize City, he's in Belmopan, he's in Corozal, he's all over the place ensuring and looking after the people there who have been abandoned for so many years. Okay, so he is bringing a new spirit through the United Democratic Party to Corozal Southeast, to Corozal the North, and to the country as part of the team efforts of national development. So we have to give this individual, Tony Herrera, kudos to for pushing and moving, and he have meetings with his villages and ensure that things are going with transparency, accountability. He's a very straight up guy, and I'm very proud of him, and I will give him my 100% support, my brother.
We're looking at great things happening with Mr. Tony Herrera.
Yeah.
Looking at good things, because I've spoken to him a number of times. He has been very direct in his communication, and I like that. And actually, he's supposed to be here on Friday, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to be here on Friday.
He's supposed to be here on Friday with us.
He confirmed it already.
Okay.
Just need to reconfirm it. But RCM, it's good that somebody that is just a standard bearer is going around and lobbying for works to be done in the area and for the people that lives in that area.
Well, yes. That's part of the duty, the responsibility of a politician. When you decide to get involved to do community service and work for the people, you have to burn the leather, walk, visit people, talk to people, and the most important thing is to listen to people. Because when you listen to people, you will listen to their concerns, what it is. And when you go and you work towards working along the concerns of the people to make the community grow, they get to appreciate you much more. And in politics, it gives them a sense of pride to want to vote for you. So get out there, walk, visit the people, talk to the people, listen to the people, work with the people, be one of the people. You know, they want to know that. Exactly. So, and that's the kind of person that Tony Herrera is. He moves around. He goes, when you see he's in Sarteneja, next thing he's in Caledonia, next thing he's in Progreso, next thing you hear he is in Ranchito. He's all over the place.
So when election day come and people go vote and he said they are no strangers.
Absolutely. Everybody knows who he is right now. and people gravitate to him. They like the energy he's bringing to the UDP.
Yeah, well, RC1, it's now 5 minutes away from 9 o'clock. It's always a pleasure having you with us on Monday morning, and whenever you can make it here. We'd like to ask you for your closing remarks for today.
Well, I'd just like to say, and thank you both for the invitation and the opportunity.
Certainly.
You know, I really appreciate being with two distinguished gentlemen here, both yourselves. First of all, let me thank God for giving us this beautiful day. I believe that while we spoke about politics this morning and leadership and whatnot, I think the greatest source of leadership direction comes from the Almighty God. You know, that I believe we need what I call, Lord, heal our land. There are many things that we need to bring our community together, and I believe that we need to do much more prayers. We need to be humble within our hearts. We need to be humble within ourselves. And we need to guide our young people, guide them, and not scold them, not beat up for them, guide them for them to become better citizens, and get the religious leaders also involved to assist in nation building. It's not only a political work, it's a community working program. And I believe that as we go into the political season, which we are seeing now, that I sincerely believe that the hand of God will intervene and reach out and touch our hearts so that we can become better citizens, better communities, and have a much more spiritual nation. Sometimes we get too materialistic. We can't care nothing with which, okay?
Yeah,
but how I treat you as a friend, how we listen, we put together what we have, and I am sure that if you don't have, and we have a bread, we break that and we share, and we can guide and move ourselves. I sincerely believe that. So this morning, I just want to pray for every one of you and ask for God's blessings throughout this week and every day.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to everyone. Enjoy the weather today. We have good weather. All weather is good weather. And to the cane farmers that will be collecting their little change today, congratulations to you all. And we hope all the best for you. And we hope that this crop will get started. And also reminding you all that we have the news coming up at 6:30 right here on your favorite local station here in Orange Walk, North Television Channel 10. And this show repeats at 9 o'clock tonight. If the good Lord so will, Mr. Martinez, Robert Cheque Usher will be here tomorrow, and we expect to have RC1 on Monday once again. So my brother, once again, thanks. Have yourself a nice, productive day.
Buen día.
Good week ahead.
That's right.
Muchas gracias a toda nuestra audiencia, pero importantemente a nuestro equipo de producción, muchas gracias a ustedes, muchas gracias por permitirnos entrar hasta sus hogares. Hoy ha sido bastante interesante, hemos platicado acerca de varios temas y trataremos de mantenerlo igualmente interesante todos los días. Compañeros, muchas gracias. Este show repite a las 9. Nos estaremos viendo mañana, primero Dios, a la misma hora, a las 7 de la mañana. Cuídense mucho. Nos vemos. Hasta luego.
Sugar City Morning Show.